Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching second episode and second part as
Yes.
well of season 5.
Yes, we were supposed to do that yesterday, but
Yes.
as you know, we talked too much, and then
Yes.
we didn't get the time to finish it. But like, here we are now. It hasn't been that long. It's not like this episode's not fresh in my mind.
You even edited it afterwards. Like
I
even the
literally-
discussion is fresh in your mind.
Everything is fresh in my mind. So I am very much looking forward to the continuation of this episode.
Me too.
To see the aftermath, let's say, of Dawn and Megan's, the party thing that happened and how Dawn reacted to it, and to see how Megan reacts to it. Because again, like we talked about, she's very different than Betty. I love what someone said in the comments, something along the lines of like, Betty is the perfect stereotypical image of the like woman in the 50s, kind of like being the perfect housewife, and Megan is like very like much more, in the spirit of the 60s, progressive, and like has like even her group of friends and what she does is very much like the complete opposite of what Betty is. And so like I think that's gonna be interesting to see the relationship with Dawn with that. And again, it's gonna absolutely not work, but
yeah,
like
that's what I want to say. Yeah, I was about to say, yet Dawn is not gonna be able to work with neither one of those women.
there is not a woman that Dawn is gonna be able to work with. Not a woman. Could have been Faye.
Could have been Faye. I was about to say, but
Faye saved
thank
herself.
God Faye
Saved
ran.
herself.
I mean, she didn't run. She was dumped, but thank God she was dumped because
Sometimes the best thing to ever happen to you
is to be
is
get dumped.
yes, or like get fired, get dumped, get something.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can be the best thing for you.
And even if we never see her, I believe that like she is better.
Absolutely.
She is
Absolutely.
better with this decision that Dawn made.
Absolutely.
So happy
Dodge
for her.
the bullet.
Absolutely.
So I want to see what happens now. Maybe
Me
we see
too.
Betty
Me
in this
too.
episode as well.
I can't wait to see. I'm very interested in everything. I want to say that like Megan is much more interesting character than I expected her to be from the start. I think she brought something in the show with this relationship with Dawn. I think I'm gonna really enjoy her character. I can't wait to get to see them as couple more. Honestly,
Yeah, me too.
Even though that was definitely not something I thought. Like I was so angry, but like that was because of the Dawn. Had nothing to do with
nothing
Megan.
with Megan.
But somehow, I think like the relationship that I saw between him and Megan also, I thought it's gonna be repetitive with the relationship that he had with Betty. I thought it's gonna be pretty similar. And I thought I thought I'm gonna be angry every time, like he's gonna do something to her every time, and I'm gonna be angry again, and things like that. And I don't feel that way, judging from the first episode. I think she's gonna be able to defend herself pretty well.
Yeah, like I thought before we kind of met Megan, I had this image of her being like more quiet and like maybe more meek, and that's what pissed me off as well, because like I didn't want her to enter a relationship with someone that is gonna like control her and like mold her. And like I'm very pleasantly surprised that she does not seem that way. Like she seems much more, let's say, independent and free thinking than I thought. And so like I think she's gonna be able to stand up for herself in front of Dawn, and so like that makes it's gonna make it much more easier to watch, because otherwise I'll be shitting on Dawn 24/7. But like if there is someone else shitting on him, I'm gonna be okay with that. Then like I'm not gonna feel the need to like swear at Dawn.
That's what I want to say. I'm not gonna feel the need to be angry constantly at him.
Me neither, because I'm always angry for other people. And again, I also feel the need to say that I love Dawn. And I think he's a great character. And like, I think all of his actions are understandable with the trauma that he has experienced in his life. But like, you cannot help but being mad at him because like you see the chaos that he leaves in his wake.
You see the people that he hurts constantly.
Absolutely.
And I think that like it's inevitable for us to feel angry. It would not make sense in my opinion.
I agree.
I think other people, judging from comments on Patreon, I think people agree with that and think that like they are angry at him in these situations as well. Someone
also said that Harry should shut up as well, and so I was,
but I saw people defending him.
Did they?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Why are you hating on Harry so much?
First let me just clarify, I'm doing it more as a meme, Like, is he annoying? He is, but like I wouldn't really pay much attention. At this point, I'm just like doing it as a meme as well.
I don't think so.
I told Milena my list of hated characters goes Light from Death Note, Harry from Mad Men at this point. No, I heavily dislike him. I think he's a sleaze, but like, how do I say this? This is a TV show. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? So like, I think I a little bit over exaggerate because I think it's funny. But like I also am annoyed when I see him. Every time he opens his mouth, he says something annoying. Like I could let that go and not say anything, as I probably not gonna say for like the majority of the characters here. But like Harry is somehow constantly there and constantly says something, so I just feel like this need to shit on him, and that's just it's just my right. I do not rise above it. You know, I do not rise above it. I think it's funny, and so I will continue shitting on Harry. And if you're a Harry stan, I think you should reevaluate your life decisions.
I don't think anybody's Harry stan.
I highly doubt it.
I mean, at least at this point, I don't know what's gonna happen, even though I don't expect much. But
he was great in the first 2 seasons, let's say.
Great.
Not great, but just like I don't remember.
He was there. I think I got more annoyed with him in first 2 seasons than later, because he was just there. You know what I mean?
I think I was too busy hating on Paul at that point to notice Harry. He seemed normal-ish.
Maybe. I don't know. Did he cheat on the wife immediately?
Yeah, later on. I think that's season 3 maybe.
Oh, in my mind that seems so long ago.
Before that, like that was the point that I started like
noticing him.
Yeah.
Before that, we didn't even notice him.
Yeah, but like that's why he was fine. There were worse.
I don't remember ever having any feelings before that towards him. I don't remember ever being neutral, just like didn't have feelings. I think later he just became unimportant character.
I had differentiated him and Paul for a while there.
I had zero empathy, zero feelings, zero negative feelings, zero anything towards him, you know? Yeah. He's just there. And that is, in my opinion, can also get a bit annoying.
I mean, he is not a serious character. Like, this show is not about to give him like a serious storyline, you know what I mean?
That is how it seems, yeah.
No.
But, in my opinion, I think he was funny in the previous episode. I think he was the most funniest. Is that how it said? The funniest. There is no most. The funniest, but it's not because he has said something. You see, there is a difference. He's not a Roger. I was about to say, there is a difference between him and between Roger, because Roger is the same as him. He could be disgusting, you know what I mean? But he says something and he's funny. And I laugh. And that's a good thing for a character.
Say, like, the thing with Harry is like, you need to be charismatic to pull off like being such a loser.
But he was,
and he's not.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In the previous episode, he was such a loser that like I couldn't even look at him and not laugh. You know what I mean? He was so ridiculous. He's a
caricature. He has become a caricature
in the previous episode. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like it's the beginning of a season, that can mean that like it's gonna continue staying that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll see.
I don't know.
This is a long intro about Harry.
No one has.
See, I don't even know his name.
Well, you should know Henry. God, he wishes he was Henry. Everyone wishes they were Henry.
Everybody in this show wishes they were Henry. Let us see Henry in this episode.
Where is that man?
Yeah.
What a handsome man.
Absolutely.
Let's play this.
Let's play.
Let's see.
Excuse me. Someone's left. There's a wallet here from some previous passenger. I'll tell you your dispatch. They got it lost and found. It's close to $100. It happens all the time.
Do you not trust the black person to give back the money?
I'd feel better if I saw to its return.
Didn't even talk about the opening of the previous episode. Apparently that was a real thing that happened. I mean, sounds like something that's very believable. She's mad, I think. That was his birthday present. Yeah. My grandpa had this. I always liked seeing him like put it on.
I also think my father also had it.
My dad didn't. Like my dad just like put with his hands, but like my grandpa put it with his.
Seem to be in fine spirits.
Well, I didn't get into too much trouble on Saturday. Mohawk called me at home this morning.
He's so proud of himself, as he should be. He's honestly the first person that deserves his last name on this fucking building.
Look, I know you were upset when you left, and perhaps I'm overreacting. I only want to ensure that Nigel is enrolled in the force.
Nigel's enrollment isn't an issue, whether we pay now or not.
I worry about him saving his spot.
Oh, can he not like afford it?
Simply wishes to earn whatever interest they can on the full amount for the next.
In exchange for my peace of mind. Oh, Oh, Apollo, you're so good with
Who is Apollo?
Literally,
Oh,
who's
did she
Apollo?
just bring someone in?
It's draining.
Turns out it was a lemon peel. I want him to hear. That was just rude.
It is one thing to have him work here. It is another thing to give him cake and my baby. You want to go on a date with him, just ask.
He's married with 4 children.
I got my money's worth.
Well, I wasn't going to show you this.
What, is he gonna be deployed for longer?
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, they did put that ad.
Look, no, it's not in the want ads, and honestly, they don't have the money for more people.
It's not more people. It's you. I am telling you something you don't want to hear, and you are making this very painful for me.
It's just not the truth,
Megan
woman.
Draper just invited me to her party.
At the very last minute.
I love that we have a storyline with her mother. I think it explains so much. Very awkward.
Good day.
Okay. I know your birthday was last week, and I was told you don't celebrate it and not to bring it up. Thanks.
That's sweet.
It's a plant. Just wanted to say happy birthday.
That's very nice. You're gonna be the one watering this plant because he cannot keep it alive.
I can get you some coffee, but there's a partners meeting.
Who's here?
I love him.
We rubbed him wine.
What are you gonna do when people actually come looking for a job?
He's beautiful now.
That's psychotic, people.
Shall we?
It's unfair.
Why don't you get off your beer, find them, and tell them I'm about to.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, if you could slide over a bit.
Why are we meeting in here? Why are we here?
Please, don't smoke in here. I spent the morning choking on the train.
I love him.
That's right.
He's about to run this company. What is happening?
That's right.
Mohawk is coming in. I've brought them in.
What do you know about that? It's great news.
All I was thinking is that I bring Henry and Jack in here to this very gathering of individuals, but I have one question. Where are they going to sit? I mean, what kind of impression does this...
Fair enough, I think. Give him Roger's office.
Calm and think.
What does Roger do?
Fine, we'll have it in my office.
This
Well-
does not involve you, Roger.
We'll have it in here.
Bix, play text, like cereals. Need I go on?
That's right.
Fight for your worth.
I think we all know what he's. Yes!
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He
Well,
is.
forget it.
Where am I supposed to conduct business?
In the crapper for all I care. I'm a full partner and you're a junior, so... I'm sure we can find an equitable solution.
There's 2 offices that are not being put to use. What is Bert doing?
I didn't think so.
Are we gonna fight it out?
Yeah.
What is
That-
wrong with you? Are we in the fucking war?
That's what he suggested.
Work on Mohawk. We'll buy more space.
We cannot afford anything.
If we're handing out offices. Absolutely not. Send our credit line any further. It'll work itself out.
How?
I'm with
I
you.
support
I'm
him
with you
105%.
100%. Absolutely.
God.
Oh, those tits. That mouth. She's such a sex kitten. That whole dance.
Who talks like this?
I don't
Who
know.
talks
I
like
don't
this?
know.
I would have just stood up and grabbed her little French behind and pushed her through those cheap post-war walls. Hi, Megan. Very funny. God, what I would do to her. Like what, for example?
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
Those heels on my shoulder. Ooh, je voudrais mas hairy.
Good morning.
Great party. Thrilled to be included. Jennifer was very jealous.
I mean, poor Megan. Imagine having to walk the fucking office and listen to this fucking idiot all the time.
Like, that's not an everyday situation.
Yeah, I mean, that's a normal. Because, like, I would be too stunned if I heard something like that. I think she's like, oh,
No, I don't think.
a
Yeah.
Tuesday.
When he comes into the office, I think I should speak with him personally.
Oh, I'm not a secretary. I'm his girl. I can't call myself that.
This is odd information to give to a stranger.
I'm married myself.
Why are we talking about this?
I'm not sure.
Obviously.
Is this imagination? What is happening? What type of a conversation is this?
Is somebody
I do.
making fun of him?
I have no
What is
idea.
happening?
I'm at my offices. That's why I don't have the luxury of lying around at 11 o'clock in my underthings.
I didn't tell you that part.
He didn't say I was incorrect either. Why don't I, listen, I really should return this, you know, the wallet. I could slip it in the post, or, of course, you know, that has its disadvantages. Or I could hand deliver it. Is this a current address?
I don't know if that would be proper.
Why don't you meet me at my place of business? I'll give you the address, or have my secretary help you. I'll be here the rest of my life. Just a minute.
This is an odd conversation. I mean, from her end.
Directions to our office.
How does he get this office?
Did you see him talking to Megan or Don? Nothing.
I'm not that lucky for you to get fired. So, like, it's gonna be fine.
She's gonna be like, you need to give your office to
Yeah, I
Pete.
think so. Because he knows his office is in jeopardy.
This place as a family. What did she say? You have to hear my side of it. It was an honest mistake, and I consider myself reprimanded.
Now he's gonna
take
he's
this.
gonna take.
I was thinking Pete could take your office.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about, but yeah.
I will apologize face to face, as horrible as that will be, but I think you're...
As
there's no
horrible as
reason
that
to
would
let me
be.
go.
You're not getting fired.
Oh,
And what the hell did you do?
I made fun of Zuby Zoo.
I think you can understand that Pete needs a bigger office. And just between you, me, and the window washer, it's been decided that you should trade.
It's been decided.
Who decided that?
Me.
The team.
Well, I can't do that, and I don't know that I have to do it.
Look, first of all, Pete's office isn't that different.
I disagree.
Fine. Name the most important person you could bring into this office.
William Paley.
Okay, so you shouldn't do that. Trust me, network and studio executives want to think you're out there jet setting, rubbing shoulders with television stars.
But I do. I come in here almost every day, and Pete's office is a shithole with a support beam.
Exactly. That's why he should have your office, because I'm not sure what you do.
He should have Roger's office.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But like, he's not letting it
There's no
go.
bonuses. We have no money.
How much would it take?
Well, first of all, it's more than you could have on you.
Really? It's $1,100.
Why do you carry so much cash?
It's more than 1,000 here. That is a month's salary after taxes.
There's no window in there.
You could buy yourself a very beautiful picture, something to look at.
But you're gonna owe me.
No, I'm not.
literally, he paid
This
for
is a
it.
transaction. If you don't like it, we can have the conversation you thought we were having.
Oh my god.
My girl is afraid of her for her job. Her mother really have like convinced her.
Affected her.
My girl, you could have knocked. She would have helped you.
I mean, she is not getting
Does
up.
not moving at all.
Literally.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Look how she got dressed. My girl, you are irreplaceable. This place would burn down without you. What is...
Oh, Joan.
She doesn't know who she is.
Well, you just had a baby. I guess they needed someone up here because Scarlett is now covering Mr. Price so that she can do the books with Clara.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be like, who's like Scarlett, who's Clara?
Joey! Look at you out and about.
Lane made it very clear we're not hiring anybody. I don't care how buxom his mother is.
That's cute.
He's okay. Hello, Megan.
Hello, Joan.
Do they have a
Yeah,
problem?
what is it?
Surprises at this point, but
Oh, he's adorable. Are we welcoming you back?
that was my impression. Today?
Do they have a problem? I
What
don't
is
remember them
happening?
having a problem.
When are you coming back? I was planning on 3 weeks. My mother's leaving any day, so I was gonna hire a girl.
Joan. I was wondering if you were going to visit. Oh, my hands are dirty. How are you?
Well. There's my baby. I moved that brat out of the way so I can see her.
Hello, Roger.
That's my
Who does
baby.
like my presents?
I'm sure you're aware that a bicycle's not useful yet, Uncle Roger.
Bicycle.
Let me see that.
Don't smoke around the baby.
Has anyone even seen this baby with you walking next to him?
Scarlett, may I see you?
I got it.
I'll be right back.
This is a heavy thing for her right now.
Really is an unexpected pleasure.
Just stopping by.
As it should be.
Anything I should know about?
My girl.
Yes, actually. Pressing business.
Not at all.
She really thinks that she's gonna get fired. My girl, this place would not exist without you. No one is gonna... Like you, they really need you. God, everything here is heavy. Everything here is heavy.
Oh, it's Joan's little boy.
That's darling.
Would you please take him and give him back to Joan?
Do I suddenly appear to be wearing a skirt? Spectacular party.
Take him.
It's so awkward.
Joan,
Suddenly I'm
Do I look like I'm wearing a skirt? God,
What an idiot.
somebody says
What an
that.
idiot.
I cannot.
you can say whatever's on your mind.
Yes, that was, she made it awkward. Yeah.
I know you thought you were the only one working this weekend.
No, I didn't.
Really? That's what you said to Don.
I had too much to drink, and
And couldn't resist saying something obnoxious?
just so we're clear, I put in a lot of work on Heinz. So did you.
You can't even apologize. None of you can. What is wrong with you people? You're all so cynical. You don't smile. You smirk.
Is he mad at me?
I think you're frustrated with Dawn because this is too much to go on
Surprise party.
Peggy, yeah.
Megan. No, really, I don't feel well. Am I allowed to go home?
Of course.
Hines won't sign off on the work, so they won't be back in for 30 days, which means we won't get paid for another 90. We're about to shoot Christmas ads for Sugarberry and Vicks, but they won't run until Christmas, so we won't get paid until Easter.
Well, that explains why you're asking me for all this free advice.
I'm just trying to get things in order.
So that you
Seek
can
help.
my job?
No, my girl.
Absolutely not.
Then why did you run an ad
What's that?
in this morning's Times?
That was some private barb directed at why now. Mrs. Harris, the books have practically been held together with spit in your absence.
What about Scarlett and Clara splitting my work?
Splitting? The two of them together couldn't operate a parking meter. They're imbeciles.
Well, that was a dumb thing to do.
There.
I would kill for her. I would kill everyone for her. My baby girl.
I've been like this since the baby. And it's not him. Keep thinking about what's going on here, and I missed it too much. It's too embarrassing.
Nothing's happened.
Something always happens. Things are different. Somebody tells a joke and you don't know what they're talking about.
No jokes. Not without you. I'm terribly adrift without you. Just a matter of time before they find out I'm a sham.
Nobody came to visit me.
There would have been a cake, but you weren't here to arrange it.
But my husband's been gone so long, and I know he's coming home soon.
And even with my baby there and my mother,
I feel alone.
It's home, but it's not everything. I do understand. I won't have everyone thinking I've made you cry.
well, at least tell me about the party.
Mrs. Draper put on a bit of a burlesque.
No.
Oh, yes. She danced and sang in front of all of us. I can't do it justice.
And Dawn?
I love it.
Leave his body.
I can't even imagine how handsome that man must be blushing.
They have a cute dynamic.
Roger, convinced me. We all thought it was best for the firm that you have a bigger office, so I was asked to switch.
I appreciate your sacrifice, but a bigger office was not the point.
Well, fine, then I'll switch back. Roger didn't say I couldn't switch back.
I don't care what Roger says. I'm the head of accounts. I'm bringing in all the business. I deserve the bigger office.
It's a great office, Pete. It's got the windows.
And you did
I understand him, honestly.
And also because I respect you so much. What do you want me to say? You just need a place to hide until Megan leaves. God bless you told Don.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can apologize.
At your party, which was lovely, I said something which I shouldn't have said, and I want to apologize if you had a bad time because of it. The only reason I'm bringing it up is Megan seemed kind of upset. I'm very sorry. I should not be allowed to drink at work functions or at all.
What did she say?
Nothing, but she went home. She wasn't feeling well. I had something to do.
He has everything to do with it.
I'm done for the day.
Here's Scarlett.
Oh.
Hello. Are you Mr. Polito?
I am. Although there's no way for you to know that. You got my wallet.
I contacted you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad this worked out.
Hold on a second.
Everything's there.
So it is.
No, that's not necessary.
You gotta take a look.
I couldn't possibly.
My girl said you were real polite. This is the way we do things. Thanks again. I mean it. You're a real gentleman.
And how could this conversation possibly
Where are
go?
you?
I was upset
That's clear. About what?
because my apartment is filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up. I don't want to get sweaty.
Like that?
Stop looking at me. You aren't allowed to look at me.
You put some clothes on.
I said stop it. You don't deserve it.
Come on.
You don't like presents. You don't like nice things. I don't need an old person. You probably couldn't do it anyway. Don't. I don't want people to think you're getting this.
You want it so bad.
I don't want it. I don't want you. All you get to do is watch.
I mean, this is definitely a healthy resolution to this problem. I'm sure it will not come up again. There's a window in your office now.
Where's Harry?
Who cares?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need to see Mr. Campbell?
Is Roger Sterling still here?
Yes.
I want you to let him do whatever he wants. And I want you to pencil in an appointment tomorrow at the coffee shop in the Ferry Building in Staten Island, 6 a.m. with Coca-Cola.
I can respect that.
That'll be all.
Imagine if you could get Coca-Cola.
I don't think those people like me. Well, I'm not sure I like them.
Who likes Harry?
The reason I didn't want you to have that party, I didn't want them in our home. There isn't one problem that Peggy or anybody in that office has that wasn't there before you. You think you're a splinter? You're not. I don't really care about work. I want you at work because I want you.
I think we have to replace the rug.
Just because you see white carpet in a magazine doesn't mean it's practical.
It's beautiful.
Well, I've taken a lot of pictures of white carpets. You have to have 4 or 5 on hand.
I thought you wanted it.
I just wanted you to have what you want.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to Staten Island.
What time is it?
Shut up.
Shut up.
An above-ground pool?
No, underground. Deck chairs.
That costs a fortune. You gonna dig it yourself? I hope to be dead by Christmas.
He's finally gone to sleep.
He loves the elevator. Oh, this is about to piss me off.
We cannot call security. They are applicants.
Thank God for
What did you
Pete.
expect?
They're all here responding to your hilarious advertisement.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it just me or is the lobby full of Negroes?
Jesus.
It's all wine,
That's
all right.
right.
It was a childish prank.
Because you're above that, right?
He actually
What are we
is.
gonna do?
He actually is. He is towering above most of you here.
When we interview them forever, they'll go away.
That is not a solution.
Who's to say there's not a reporter out there?
I don't know why we can't just hire one.
Because we're not hiring anyone.
Just fire that receptionist.
We can't have one out there.
What is that?
It's from Young and Rubicam.
It's a resume. 1960 to 65.
What does that even mean?
Did those people out there see that artifact come in here?
Yes. I'm positive.
I don't know what that is though.
Good morning. I'd like to thank you all for coming. First of all, we're only looking for secretaries. So, gentlemen, you are free to leave. You are welcome to leave. I will be collecting resumes. And then those of you who meet the qualifications will receive a call to schedule an interview.
Jesus.
I mean, this is a two-parter technically. So like the first part, first episode started with them throwing the
Yeah, and I read
water.
someone said that this was like taken from a real event that happened back in the 60s of like someone from like an ad agency or whatever they are, like actually throwing water on people protesting below, you know, for equal opportunity. And like, again, I love when it does not happen necessarily often in terms of like all of Mad Men's structure is like talks a lot about the 60s and sort of like inequality, and it talks a lot about women's issues. We don't touch a lot upon the civil rights movement in that time, you know, like you see it mostly somewhat in the background, you know. And so like I always love when we touch up upon that a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like the show is mainly focused on the problems that were happening with women's rights or things
Yeah.
like that, you know. like it is representing that time, but usually with like white people,
Yeah.
like it does from time to time put like, let's say, things that like have been happening, let's say the murder of the Kennedy or something like that,
Historical event, yeah.
some historical ones that like have influenced our characters, or like just like the 60s in general, because like the show like focuses about that, about the 60s,
Yeah,
let's say.
yeah.
And the change has happened during the 60s about civil rights.
Like I think it was a lot of things were happening in the 60s, and like this was like even the hiring process here now is like indicative of that. I mean, they of course put an ad just like to make fun of YNG, maybe if that was what it was called.
I guess the agency who threw the
the agency who threw the water on the people. And so like that's what, like they put an ad out for such petty reasons, and of course people showed up.
That's the thing. I don't think I think that is the to show that, like, how to explain that the times are changing. Maybe if they put that ad as a joke 10 years ago, people would not even come up,
The thing is, I think people would come up as well, because like I think they, like everyone else, they're in desperate search for like a better life. They would come up, but I don't think that they would have even entertained it. Now they're like, we have to kind of do this because they're going to protest in front of our building. It's not like we're about to hire a black person because like, let's actually give equal opportunity. They're going to do it because they don't want problems in front of their building. And like, that's the sad, I think it's a sad but very realistic way to show how things changed. Things didn't change because people suddenly became like more accepting, and they're like, no, let's actually give equal opportunity to black people. Things changed because they're like, we don't want bad press, and like that's how companies today function, like no company is your friend. Like just because they post,
they don't care,
rainbow colors when it's like Pride Month or something like that, they don't really care about you.
No.
So like it's, everything is performative, but like things do, let's say, change because of that. Because like a person that is black is gonna be hired right now. Are the reasonings normal? No, they're not. But like there is some, let's say, movement.
There is definitely some movement, because like the fact that it would be bad press and that they would protest and that it would affect negatively on the firm tells you that the things are moving and that things are getting progressing in a better way. So yeah, that's what I think as well. I think that after the what happened, and after the statue, I don't know what it's called, that like they saw being entered the office.
Yeah, that
being
was
brought
sent
into
by
the office.
by YNG. I guess the statue has something to do with like black culture. I have no idea.
That's how it seemed, like from the look at the statue.
Yeah,
it seemed like
yeah.
they like has something with. I mean, I think the show explained it. Like it didn't have to explain us exactly what the statue meant. Like the scene told us with the way that like the secretary reacted and said like everybody saw it.
Yeah.
So like now when everybody saw it, and if you just dismiss them, it would be a problem for your company. You cannot just do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So actually they now have to hire someone.
Yeah, they're gonna hire one person. They're gonna hire a secretary, and I would really love to watch like her storyline in this show again, because she's still a woman in this environment, but like there's another aspect of it. She's a black woman in this environment. And so I think that would be a very good and compelling story, and would like bring the show closer to like the civil rights movement, and maybe not have it so much in like sort of the background. Like it's happening, you see it somewhere, like you see the black people in the background, much like how it was, let's say, in the 60s, especially in the beginning of the show. But like as we're ramping up the 60s, I think like the civil rights movement was much more, let's say, prevalent. And so like I would love to see that being explored more, and it would help to have like a person that's black in the office, you know, to like.
I mean, this is happening. I think from what was happening at the end, like I think they're gonna have to hire
definitely.
one
I just want to
person
like
again and
meet that person, you know, not just have her be like in the background.
I'm wondering. I wouldn't understand if they would do that.
I think it would be
like
I don't think it would make too much of a.
I can't even imagine that, honestly.
Like, why would you bring in?
Why would you even? Yeah, I can't even imagine that.
No.
So like I don't expect that to happen. I expect to meet her. I mean, I expect her to be a character.
I would love that.
I mean, I have no idea, considering that like I really know nothing about Mad Men, have not seen characters, have like really don't know anything. But what I think with the storyline now that has happened and her coming in, just like we said, like I understand the reason why, let's say, black people weren't that storyline wasn't the main story of the show. The show focused, let's say, on 60s, on Manhattan, meaning like this ad agency, and we have seen black people in the elevators or like as servants or like as nannies or something like that, you know. And I'm guessing that has represented that time, you know.
Definitely.
So like now when the things are changing and when we have one person in the office who is a woman at like on top of that, you know, I definitely think that we're gonna explore her storyline. That is something that I would be very interested to see. Honestly.
I really would love to see it.
Yeah.
I think there's like a clear line, let's say, between people that are more progressive and less progressive, and I think it has to do with like the older generation, like Roger, Dawn, Bert, and everything. I think that they are, I mean, racist. What am I looking for? I think like Pete especially seems to have had like most scenes where he is much more progressive than the rest of them. Like he had this whole idea of pitching, was it the television, TVs or something, like to pitch it to the black community. He couldn't understand why the company wouldn't do that, you know. So like I think, and he didn't find the thing that happened in the previous episode funny. So like I think that he towers above the rest of them in like progressive things. I also think Peggy is much more.
I think Peggy on top of it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think like Peggy has a lot of friends that are not like Manhattan people, you know. So like I think she would have a much better understanding, especially with her boyfriend also like being a journalist and writing a lot about, you know, the writings and the civil rights movement. I think she would know more and understand more than like fucking, you know, Dawn and Roger and their high tower. Like I don't know if they know anything that's happening around them. And that difference might become even more clear if you have a black secretary in the office. Honestly, I don't know. I think that would be such a good storyline.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a great storyline. I can definitely see it being a very frustrating storyline at the same time, with how people that she's surrounded with. Yeah, you know, I think that's gonna be very frustrated, but like I think it's gonna be very good storyline. I mean,
as most storylines in Mad Men.
Absolutely.
Incredibly frustrating, but like they should be frustrating. Like you should be mad about this.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that in season 5.
Me too.
Then.
Definitely seems like this season is already different than the previous one, meaning like what the story is gonna focus on.
Then, which one?
Dawn and Megan.
I mean, there is not much to say about them. I mean, nothing that has not already been said in our previous review. Nothing has really changed. I think it's again very appropriate to see how they react to this disagreement, in which I don't think Dawn is wrong in not wanting a surprise party. I think like that's valid, and like people are not gonna like it, and like you should know your partner enough to know that this is not something that they would like. On the other hand, I am sure that he has not been honest about like how deep rooted, you know, his issues are. He has not been honest enough to like maybe give Megan a better understanding as to why he would not like this.
That's what I want to say. What he said in that moment is that like he doesn't want those colleagues in his house, in their house, and that like problems in a firm have existed much before her.
Yeah,
You know
which
what I mean?
is true.
Which is absolutely true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like I think Don's problems stem from in much deeper meanings than just like he doesn't like his coworkers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And again, the way that they resolve this issue, and Megan was mad. Like, Megan was not gonna let this go. Again, you can see this very clear difference between like Megan and Betty, whereas Betty would just like quietly be mad and like just simply shut down. Megan does not. But then, I mean, they resolve nothing. They just have sex. So like their whole connection in
Again,
a way
they're still
is based on
yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
And there's no communication whatsoever happening.
Yeah.
So like that bodes well for the two of them. I mean, no one ever thought that this is gonna like be a happy marriage.
Yeah. Even though Don is a lot different than he was with Betty as well. But that has everything to do with the different relationship that he has with Megan, you know, and who Megan is as a person. Because like with Betty, he was so, how to say that? He didn't talk to her about anything. He didn't listen to her.
I mean, it was like a bother to him to even like interact too much with her.
Yes.
Like there was...
In this episode, he ran from the work to talk to Megan, you know, and to calm the situation, let's say. And with Betty, I feel like if she was... No, he wouldn't have come home. And if she would screw up, he would be very harsh with her, you know, very...
Remember when Roger came in and like she
listened
to his stories?
Like he was... It felt like he... How to say that? Like he owned her, you know, and like...
Yeah. I mean, he felt the power over her and
absolutely,
he used that power.
Absolutely. And with Megan, the situation is different and he is behaving differently. Again, does that mean that I think it's going to work? No. It's just that like it's a different dynamic to see him.
Because they're different characters.
Yeah.
And again, it's just not...
But like he is the same character, you know what I mean?
The same.
He's the same character, just like in a different, in a relationship with a different woman behaving differently.
Yeah.
You know?
Basically.
I mean, she is also different, much different than Betty in every sense. There is nothing similar.
Nothing similar about
nothing
the two
similar.
Of them. They cannot be further apart.
Literally.
So like, I really enjoy the dynamic that they have because like I think it's so specific. So I think the storyline, I think Dawn's storyline.
This is so surprising. Again, I think talked it in the beginning of this intro. I talked about it in the review of the previous episode. But like, honestly, that is so surprising to me how much I am enjoying what is happening on the screen between them.
Yeah, I agree.
Like how that relationship is affecting, I mean, Dawn especially, you know, but like I am enjoying Megan's character as well.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to see like what comes next with them.
Me too.
I really didn't think that's gonna be the case.
Me too. We also had my favorite girl, Joan. Being afraid that like her job is in jeopardy, and of course she is, because like I mean her mother told her that like they're gonna replace her, and I don't think her mother, like she has such an interesting dynamic with her mother. Like it seems to me like very believable, and it seems like a very, in a way it's a normal relationship, you know, that's always teetering on like some type of unhealthy relationship. Her mother is telling her all this not because like she wants to put her down, but like I mean her mother believes that like, you know, women in general are going to be replaceable, because I'm sure that she has been replaceable, and so like
it's her...
she wants to teach her that like no one really is gonna care about her to keep her. And so she tells her this not out of like trying to be mean, but more like, let's say, wanting Joan to like wise up, even though like her mother is wrong.
I mean, it's her experience. Like,
I
think many people, when they're talking about some situation, especially if they're talking to somebody they care about, you know, I think most of them can't be objective at all. They're completely coming from their perspective and how they see a situation. You know, when somebody was in a failed marriage, in a very, like, let's say, toxic environment. Like I have heard it millions of times, like, let's say my friend's mom who was in that type of a marriage, you know, she like all the advices she had to her were, I would say, wrong. You know, about men, about who they are, about how they behave, about how they treat women. Like those are wrong advices, those are wrong things, but like it's her experience that she cannot separate the reality from her experience.
And like from what she has
Even
been
if
taught.
even if her experience or what has been taught as, let's say, big possibility, how to say that, even about more possible scenario, because like I think more women in 60s are at this point stay-at-home moms, you know,
Yeah, like
and
if they get pregnant or something, they're gonna get replaced.
Are replaceable, you know. So like I think even if it's bigger probability that something like that would happen, it's not an accurate statement.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. But like it got to Joan, because I mean, of course, she doesn't.
Joan was such a baby.
Joan
was such a baby, honestly.
I mean, like again, I think, or I can at least imagine, because I have not been pregnant, so like, you know, but I had friends that have been pregnant. I think it's a very lonely experience, and I think it's like very lonely when you're in the 60s, because like, and especially like if you know, you go to work and then like suddenly here in Serbia you have a year off, like you can take a full year off, and like in
after
that
you
time,
give birth,
after you give birth, before, when you find out you're pregnant, you can like have again from whatever, so like you get close to 2 years, you know, and like that is great. Like it's how it should be. Like you should have all the time to take care of like a baby. But I also think like it's like the work environment changes so much, and like you're gonna feel left behind. Like you're gonna feel like you're missing out on so many things, and it's gonna be so very lonely because you're the one that had a baby and people go on with their lives, and like you cannot see people as much, and you're just like stuck at home with the baby. And like I think it really becomes it can become a very lonely experience, especially if you don't have a partner that's supportive. It can be a very lonely experience.
Or present in Joan's case.
Yeah. And so like of course she's gonna like feel insecure and like think the worst thoughts, because like why else, why would she not? It's not like anyone here has like in the office has like ever shown any type of loyalty to anyone, you know, and she's a woman in this office, so like, you know, she's gonna be feeling very insecure about her place here.
Absolutely, especially now when she has found her place in this work environment. Like I feel like before she loved it because she felt a power with the job, like, and she found ways to use that power in her advantage. But I think now she is feeling useful, feeling powerful with what she is doing, and enjoying that, found her purpose in this whole thing. I think it can be definitely even more lonely experience if you are used to collective and working with many people, you know, and then going, like she said, like nobody has visited her, going to just taking care of this baby. Your husband is not there, not present, you know, and your friends are not over. They just like sent you some meaningless flowers and cards that like they haven't even written, you know. So like especially again after you just found yourself in some way in that work, you know. I think she's doing great. Honestly, I think she's doing the best that she can.
And I'm very grateful for Lane for telling her that I cannot do anything without you. You are like, there's no 5 people could not replace you. We are just waiting for you to come back, and we are holding ourselves as well as we can until you come back.
Yeah.
So thank you, Lane, for speaking the truth.
Yeah.
So they had like a very endearing,
they had a beautiful
conversation.
Scene. Beautiful.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Especially coming to that scene, and it's like writers knew what they were doing. Because especially coming to that scene after the previous Lane scenes that he had. First with not trusting the guy in the cab with a wallet of the other guy.
Again, that's like not shocking one
That's
bit.
not shocking, but he didn't trust him with money, and when he is the one who stole something from that guy. Maybe not money, but the picture of his girlfriend. He is the one who flirted. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, like, they're all hypocrites.
Absolutely.
They're all hypocrites. I mean, that is a reality that we live in, with all of them. So, like, that's really not surprising. And, like, again, that's like saying something coming from Lane, whose ex-girlfriend was black. Well, not shocking. Again, like, I was gonna say that, like, he still is one of the more decent people in this show, and I enjoy his.
I agree
his
completely.
scenes. Like, even this thing, like this conversation with this woman was very odd, honestly.
Very
not
fucking
from
odd.
his perspective, but like from her perspective. I don't know why she would answer and speak like this to someone else. Like, that seemed that seemed odd. I think this was not the best writing potentially that the show has had. But like, from his perspective, I understand that like he is very unhappy in the place that he is in at his life, you know. And so like, he saw this picture of a girl and had this conversation where he's, I think, trying to sound like more, I don't know, more suave than he is. I don't know, like, everything in that scene made me feel like it made him, you know, pitiful.
It made me cringe, honestly.
Yeah, like, it was
listening to that.
It was not pleasant, but like something about that, like, it doesn't make me mad. It makes me sort of like feel sad for him. Like, somehow he is so very, I mean, he had to break up with his girlfriend and go like get his wife. I don't think they have like a good relationship at all. It just seems like he is in desperate need of like some type of human connection, and he cannot like take control of his life and decide, oh, I'm unhappy with my wife, I want something different, I'm gonna get a divorce or something.
I mean,
he's never gonna do that.
He even tried to do that. He tried to do that, and like, but because of the relationship that he has with his father and the power that his father has over him, an authority, like, he was not able to do something like that, and went back to his wife, probably back to come to New York with him. And things like that, you know, promise some things and things like that. But at the end of the day, it is a pathetic situation, you know. He is being, in my opinion, pathetic in that situation.
No, of course. I mean,
like, he was about to go to that girl's, he asked for the apartment where she lived, you know. And no, honestly, I just loved how in the beginning he was the one who was distrusting, is that the word? Towards this guy. At the end, the guy told him, oh, you're a real gentleman. Yeah. Where what we have seen was anything but honest and anything but
gentlemanly.
Absolutely. Like, he was the one who stole something.
You saw that on his face as well when the guy was saying it. Like,
I mean, he should feel ashamed because of that, you know.
Of course. Like, I think he has the capacity to feel
ashamed. I was stressed in that situation. If the guy is gonna see the picture, honestly, I was stressed. It was a stressful scene.
Yeah, but thankfully, like, he didn't.
Neither did his wife when he opened the wallet and we saw that he's carrying that picture with him.
An unfortunate situation all around, honestly. But like, again, I really enjoy Lane's character. I think he is, like, I have a lot of empathy towards him, and so like, absolutely. I always wanna, I would really love for him to like find his own voice and sort of like do the things that he loves. But to me, he appears like a tragic figure. And like, I cannot see, like, I think he's gonna, like, he said a sentence like, I'm here, something, I'll be here forever. And like, I think that's, you know, it talks about him kind of constantly here being stuck in this thing, like in this work, in this environment, being unhappy. And like, it seems like that is sort of his story. Like, I don't necessarily see a silver lining there with him.
I don't know. I think when the character has a storyline with abusive parents or like with anything connecting to his childhood, like in this case, let's say Betty, like, I'm not expecting Betty to break societal norms. I'm not expecting her to change, to like see a different side, like different picture to become a different person. I'm not expecting it. Do I think people can break and change opinions and who their parents taught them to be and things like that. Absolutely. I'm just not seeing that with her. I'm not expecting that with
they
her.
They are not those types of characters.
That's
like
similar
Peggy is that, Joan is that. I think even Pete in a way is that, you know.
So like that's to me that is somehow Lane as well, because the show made a point to show us. I mean, his father humiliated him.
Yeah. So like again, how is he supposed to, I guess, find strength in like who he wants to be
and
when,
who
like,
he is? He doesn't know who he can't escape what his father taught him to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like he cannot escape.
Like he lives by the expectations that the people around him have.
Yeah.
Like much like so many people in this show. And I don't think that he is going to be able to escape those expectations. That's like a very sad thing, because like, I mean, it's to his own detriment.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Like, and like he just seems to me like a very
that's
sad.
I just think that when somebody has that strong of a backstory, you know, that is the moment when I don't expect somehow show to push them, you know, like especially in the 60s.
Yeah. And especially when like he's still a side character, you know what I mean? Like he's not one of the main ones, and so like I don't think, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna.
But this
get,
thing,
like,
even if he was the main one, like Betty, you know, when there is something so strong pulling him, like for her, everything that she has been taught from the moment she was born, for Lane as well.
Yeah.
I somehow, again, I more expected from somebody like Peggy or Joan.
I agree.
Honestly.
I agree completely.
Maybe if it was 21st century, maybe if somebody were to go to therapy.
Maybe things could
and try harder, you know, maybe they could be happier and things could be changing. They would be changing. Yeah. In this case scenario, I don't expect it to be. So yeah.
It just seems sad.
Yeah.
Unlike Pete, who is demanding his worth as like kind of the main accounts man. I'm not, again, Roger, the funniest creature on the show. Like truly, honestly, ridiculous. He's holding on to that office. Of course he's not holding on to this office because he thinks he's like worthless. He doesn't do anything, but like he desperately wants to prove to himself that like he is something and someone, and so like he cannot give this up. It would be very embarrassing for him. And like,
I mean, imagine if he gave that up. No, he would have nothing. No. He would literally, so far, the only thing that he had was Lucky Strike account.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that he had.
He inherited that.
He inherited that, exactly. But like, that's what made money.
Of course. And he cannot accept any of that because like that means that then he has not, you know, really done anything in his life. He just took what has been given to him. And like, of course he did. So many people just do that. Like, they are born into wealth and they like never try. They don't understand what it means to work hard at something. And like he has found himself at 60 years old having no purpose in his life. You know, I think that's a great storyline. And now he clashes with Pete because like he's trying to like basically mooch off his client list. Like he's not searching for his own. He's just like, you know, relying on his charm to win over like things that Pete has like found. And Pete wants to get his due. And I think that he is absolutely correct. I saw his office and I was like, why does he have this type of an office when Harry sits in that? And Harry does nothing. Yes, sure, you can tell me he's head of television, but really, what does he do? What does he do? Nothing.
Honestly, if you ask me, 100% more than Roger.
That's very true.
100% more than Roger.
That's like, very true, but like
he's
Roger's,
just such a side character that we're not
Roger and
seeing.
Bert can move out. They can work online. You know, I mean, there's no working online right now, but like they contribute nothing. The two of them don't need offices one bit. But Roger's not giving his up, and so like the next thing is like, I guess Harry.
So yeah.
And so
Harry
he got a
is
bigger
now
office.
In a windowless office. I completely understand him. That would be a torture for me too.
Yeah, well, he does not deserve windows. He barely deserves the sun. If I was in a room with him in windows, I would shove him out of a window.
What?
That's the truth. It's a joke again. I don't hate him that much.
That's it, guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for
I'm very much looking forward to
watching.
the next episode. I think we need to see Betty in the next episode.
Yeah,
and see what
100%.
she has been up
Just
to.
because, I see Betty in the description of the Dawn, Harry, Betty. Those are the 3 names that I have seen.
I see Peggy first.
So, yeah. The next episode is called Tea Leaves. That's it. That's what you need to know. We'll see what it's about. Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.